Hey guys, I want to welcome you and let you know how great it is to have you here for the Greater Purpose Podcast.
Welcome to the Greater Purpose Podcast from the Cubs Room. Here we are in the amazing Cubs Room. Right?
It is amazing. It is awesome.
I make these guys say that when they come in here. I tell them they can't come in unless they say it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that. But we're glad you're here to see the Greater Purpose Podcast today's episode. We want to appreciate our sponsor, our main sponsor, which is A+ Lawn Care and Landscaping. So go down there on Ozark Avenue. They have now the sale will be over by the time you see this video, but they had a big sale on some equipment, but they've got machines. They've got great, zero-turn lawnmowers. They've got stuff to kill your bugs. They've got trophy deer something feed or something. I have a list here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. But anyway, if you're a hunter, this is the time, I think right now they start buying all their stuff. So they've got the feed and all that stuff. So anyway, go down to A+ Lawn Care and Landscaping. We appreciate them supporting us. We'll mention a couple other sponsors here in a minute at the end of the podcast. But
and what exactly does zero turn mean?
A zero turn, that means I think. See, I would say 360 turn.
Yeah.
But so I don't know what zero turn. I guess that means that when you're turning, it doesn't move any. Because like if I turn my lawnmower, not mine. I used to have a riding lawnmower, but when I turned that, it would go like this.
Okay.
It did a turn. But I guess the zero. Maybe Scott can come in on the comments. Somebody come in and tell us exactly the explanation of a zero turn, or we'll Google it afterwards and then we'll know.
There we go.
So we've got the Stanley Weatherman with us this morning.
Hey friends, glad to be here.
He's not shaking my hand.
Sorry.
So as you know, we're inviting some guests to come back and to share some of their community involvement, some of their ministry stuff, things that are going on in their lives. The first podcast was more about their godly walk and their faith in Christ and some of the things that they're doing, some of the scriptural references, that kind of thing. But then now we're having guys come in and we're digging in a little bit deeper about them and who they are and what they're doing. What made you start doing the Stanley Weatherman? I know you can't say meteorologist. Try it.
Yeah, I can't. Megaphone. Well, you know.
Yeah.
You like my hat, though?
Weatherman,
yeah. Angie Dean made me that. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, actually, believe it or not, I thought back one day that my grandmother was really the first, that word.
Meteorologist?
Yeah, weather
I
person.
can't see it, yeah.
She, one day we were watching TV, and the weatherman came on TV and said, there's a 20% chance of rain. And my grandma said, well, that means there's an 80% chance of sun. I said, you go, Grandma. So I just decided I want to try to do it, and I tried to do funny forecast and stuff and everything. But I can't say that M word.
Yeah. So, back when I was a kid, we called him the Weatherman. We didn't call him meteorologist.
Well, you know why they call him Weatherman, don't you? They wonder whether it's going to do this or whether it's going to do that.
So listen, we don't want to insult meteorologists or weathermen. We're not. We're not doing that.
Oh no! I never would insult them because I'm one of them.
Well, and one of our good friends, Al Conklin, is the intro to the.
He's awesome
to the podcast. He's awesome. He's a great. He's been in here on the podcast. You definitely want to go watch that.
And he can even say the word.
He can.
That's why I'm jealous of him.
Yeah. But I would hate to have their job, because if you look at the three different, say you look at weather.com and WBTV weather thing on your phone or whatever, weather app, and AccuWeather, just picking three. Let's say you look at all three of those and you got a 20% 20% chance of rain from weather.com. Then you got a 40% chance from AccuWeather, and a 70% chance from WBTV. And it's sort of like, how in the world? And I know they use different models.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that or not, but they've got the UK model and the whatever.
Right.
And they take those models and they overlay them. But anyway.
Well, what's funny
I would
is
hate
when
to have that.
when you pull up, like you said, one of those like weather.com and all them, and you see it says daily, it's a 40% chance of rain.
Yeah.
But then when you pull up hourly down there, one time it says 70. I said, well, how can it be 40% if it's 70?
No, right. So, exactly. So,
you're right. Exactly.
Yeah. So, but anyway, which doesn't have anything to do with why you're doing what you're doing. So, so if you're on the Voice of Stanley or Town Talk, you post it on Town Talk too,
yes,
right?
Sir.
And on your page, on your Facebook page, he does his little shtick with the weather, and it's cute and funny. So he was a comedian. Well, he's still a comedian, I guess. Once a comedian, always a comedian. But you actually were professionally, I mean, technically you got paid, so.
Yeah, in 1986, I won a contest at Charlotte, Charlotte's Funniest Comedian.
There you go.
And I got to go to New York for a week and perform and had a really good time.
That's nice.
I got to actually see Rodney Dangerfield.
Nice. That's cool. Some of our people might not watch. So our age range is like in our highest viewership is like in the mid 30s, I think.
Well, I got to see Robin Williams too, so there you go.
They know him, yeah. So, and if you haven't seen some of those comedians go look up. Be careful which one you look up, because Rodney was not so bad with the language, except if he was at Vegas, which is really weird to me, because these comedians, they are very funny without any of the foul language. But then they do a Vegas thing or they do some other kind of thing and they feel like they got to do that. And I don't understand that.
I know, me neither. Well, if you want to see them too, go on and look at some of the reels they do on the Johnny Carson show, because they're really clean and they are so funny. Robin Williams and Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. Robin Williams was hilarious, man. Another one is Howie Mandel.
Oh, yeah.
Which, he's like AGT and all that stuff now, but and the thing with the suitcases.
Right. Let's make a deal.
Nah, I can't think of the name of it, Benny. Where you pick the money and the number of the suitcase.
Yeah,
it's something Deal or No Deal.
Deal
That's
or No
it.
Deal.
Yeah, there you go. But if you look back when he had hair, he was hilarious.
Yeah.
He was funny and he was clean. He didn't use a lot of foul language and stuff like that.
Now, one of my favorite comedians is James Gregory. He's since passed, but he does stuff that you can relate to.
Yeah. He's an old country guy, right?
He's an old country guy. He's from Georgia.
Yeah.
And he just, when you watch him, you'll just bust out. He gets me tickled when he starts laughing at himself. Yeah. But he's really good too.
Yeah, that's cool. So Mr. Comedian, Mr. Weatherman. So, but what we really want to talk about today is, and I do have, just so you know, now I do have the my own official Stanley Weatherman wristband. There we go. Put it right in the middle so it'll show up.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a guy. Right. Now, here's the problem. As you see, I get people that give me wristbands all the time. So if I wore all of them, they'd be all the way up to my elbow. So the ones that I keep, not that yours is not positive and friendly, but the ones that I try to keep are the ones where like my Jesus saves and my, the plan of salvation. Because what happens is the kids in my class, they'll ask me, and if I'm in Winston-Salem, they don't know who Mr. Jerry is. They do in Stanley.
That's right.
But I can tell them who Jesus is.
That's right.
Anyway, but I do have my official.
Well, you need to wear it once for a week.
I know. Well, so I did. I actually did. I wore it for a week, and then I wore it for breakfast a couple times. I actually keep it in my car, and then I try to remember to put it on for our men's No Agenda breakfast. But you don't even notice because you never look.
I'm too busy giving you magazines.
Yeah, magazines, and giving me a hard time and telling me jokes.
No, I never give you a hard time.
So hey, let's talk about why don't we talk about our No Agenda breakfast? Because I mean, I guess we're the founders. I mean, I don't know any other way to say that.
That's true. That's true.
Scott and all those guys keep saying stuff, about me, but it's not me. It wasn't me. It was, I think, you and I, and then Chappie.
Yeah, we started at Kim's Kitchen.
Yeah, at Kim's Kitchen, and then And then a couple other guys jumped in here and there. Justin Davis, Craig Collins, Brad Overcash.
Yeah.
Chad Hawkins came one time, but he comes more now than he did back then. But we were in Stanley then. We started the breakfast here. Sometimes it was just us, right?
Yeah.
And then, sometimes it was 4, 5, 10, 12, whatever. And then Kim's Kitchen closed. So is that when did we go over to Friendly? We went over to Friendly's a couple times, yeah. Which Friendly's is no longer in business. Right. They're closed, and they didn't like us moving their tables around. Right. So we didn't go back there. Then we went to Union Road. Right. We went down to Gastonia.
Union Diner, yeah.
Union Diner.
That was good, too.
Yeah, because a lot of the guys that were coming, besides us, we're 5 minutes away. Right. They were 25 minutes away or more. So that put it down there a little closer to the majority of the guys that come now. Yeah. And now we're at Floyd and Blackie's in Cramerton. And they do a really good job with the buffet there.
They do. They treat us really good, too.
If you have a chance to go to Floyd and Blackie's, they've got a full menu now, breakfast, lunch, dinner. They've got pastries. They've got coffee. They've got smoothies. They've got everything. So visit them. We appreciate them doing that for us. The third Saturday of every month. And but so we moved it down there because Union Diner shut down. It's everywhere you go, they closed down.
Is that us or what?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I've had a couple guys who like the weekday morning. Yeah. Justin Davis was one of them. Yeah. Because that fits better into their schedule. Yeah. But what we've seen with the number of guys that show up now,
more people come on Saturdays.
A lot more guys are coming. So I think we'll keep it there for now.
Yeah, when it was at Kim's Kitchen, when it was just me and Bill, two of the best guys you ever saw were there.
That's right. Yeah, and it was, we had good conversations just like we do now. So.
We did.
And so anyway, it's like I said, you, me, Chappie. I guess that was it. That was the foundation of the No. So it's called the No Agenda Breakfast now. Because Holden Clark was standing in line with me checking out while we were at Union Diner one time. Yep. And he goes, "Hey, I like the laid back atmosphere." Because you go to a lot of prayer breakfasts and stuff like that, and there's itinerary, and there's a timing, and there's a speaker, and there's a, and that's okay. That's great. Those things are wonderful. I love those. But we tried to back down from that and just made it like, you're sitting across the seat from a senator. Right. Or you're sitting across the seat from a retired factory worker or whatever.
Or a judge.
Yeah. And you're just, talking about stuff. You're just talking about regular stuff. So with no forced agenda, nothing planned. So.
And Bill did a good thing last year, and I think we're going to do it again this year, is one of the times he invited the wives to come, and that was really good. We had a good time.
Yeah, spouses, significant others. Like if you have a daughter, a good friend, female friend like that. I just mentioned that to Donna the other day. Yeah. So,
and they didn't try to rearrange our furniture.
They did not. They did not. And it was good. It was pretty neat.
It was very good.
We do need to do one of those soon. So, and we have our Christmas one, which we have a lot and with.
Yeah, we did. Christmas was great.
Yeah. So it's a great group of guys. There's no way I could mention all the names of the guys that come through there. And the interesting thing, I was analyzing this the last couple of times. Actually, I've analyzed it multiple times, but let's say we have 15 to 30. It averages somewhere between 15. Today we average 20.
Right.
So of those 20 guys, every time, like last time, there were 4 guys that had never been there.
Right.
And the time before that, there were 4 guys that had never been there. And the time before that, there were 2 guys that had never been there. So it's like, if everybody comes that's ever been there,
right,
we would probably have like 80 guys in that room.
Exactly.
That'd be kind of cool. So
I don't know where we'd all sit.
Yeah. So, and the No Agenda Breakfast does not require an invite. Right. You're welcome to come. It's the third Saturday every month. Floyd and Blackie's, 8 a.m. Buffet is $13, and that's it. It's a great time. It's usually about an hour. Some people stay a little longer.
Yeah, Bill will usually post it, and then I'll share it to the different pages. So you're welcome to come. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, love to have you there. So, so I didn't even think about, before we started the podcast, we didn't think about that. So let's jump into Mr. Jerry. He's going to change hats.
I want to change hats.
Mr. Jerry. So Mr. Jerry.
Hello, friends.
Well, I still have this, right?
I know.
Still work. Oh, the battery must be dead.
Uh-oh.
Do you have some favorite neighbors where you live? I mean, real neighbors with whom you can
It's not my favorite one.
Doesn't it feel good when you're just about to do something that you know is wrong, and you decide to do something else, something that won't hurt you or anybody else, doesn't that feel great?
Yes.
Listen, this guy right here shaped a lot of lives.
He
and
sure
I
did.
wish he was still around, because
That's not.
some of the garbage that's on TV now is shaping the lives the wrong way. But Mr. Jerry is shaping lives as well too. So he likes to read. He reads to which was the first school you started at when you did your reading?
Well, let me tell you how it
Yeah.
got to be. I was reading at the library. So one day I was working at Food Line, and Pastor Eddie McGinnis came in and said they were getting ready to open a charter school on Mariposa, and would I like to come read? So I went and interviewed Miss Kennedy, and this is my third year there, and I just love it. Those kids are amazing.
Yeah, they're
So,
a blessing.
I usually read there once a month, and this year I'm going to be at 2 different schools. I'm going to be at Kaiser in Stanley. Jennifer Lancaster, the principal, she was glad to have me, so it's wonderful to be there. And I'm also going to be reading to the pre-K kids, kindergarten, first graders, and second graders in Pinewood Elementary in Mount Holly.
There you go.
And Kimberly Reese is the principal there, and she was excited to have me. And I'll be starting there in a few weeks, so I'm looking forward to it, because kids are our future, and if you can read to them or mentor to them, it's wonderful. When they come up, when I'm through reading and they'll give me a hug or a high five, that just means the world to me. And when they call me Mr. Jerry, it tickles me.
Yeah.
They gave me this bracelet
There you
that
go.
says Community Charter School, Mr. Jerry.
Mr. Jerry, that's cool.
So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I mean that if you can do stuff like that, please do, because the kids will remember you forever. Oh, I also forgot. I read once a month too at First Baptist Church to the 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
Those kids will wear you out.
They are.
When I get through, I have to go home and take a nap, but I wouldn't change it. It's awesome.
Yeah, so I do my STEM classes over at First Baptist as well. So we cross paths occasionally over there, and they're great. They're great. Listen, if you've never worked with kids, I never thought I would. It was not in my wheelhouse, but for 26 years now, that's what I've been doing, and it's been an amazing blessing. Like you said, when you think you're giving them something, which you are, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to, build into their lives, but they always give back. So it's pretty amazing. So
at the charter school last year, Queen City News did a news story on me about reading to the kids, and they interviewed 2 of the kids, and that was really fun. But the big thing for me, which really tickled me, like last Christmas and for my birthday, the kids made me 300 homemade Christmas cards and birthday cards.
That's cool.
I was home just crying my eyes out. It was so touching. So I'm looking forward to going back.
Yeah,
and I'll have all new kindergartners this year at the charter school. So all my old stuff from last year will be new.
There you
this
go.
year. So I can recycle that.
Yeah, that's the nice thing.
I know.
Eventually they move on, so you could do the same, recycles.
Exactly.
So I had 2 chances to be at the National Day of Reading. Is that what they call it?
Read Across America.
Read Across America.
Yeah, they'll be having that later on next year. So
Yeah.
I'll hopefully be doing that too. I know I'll be doing it at a couple different schools. I hope to do it a couple more.
Yeah.
Because it's really a good opportunity for the kids to, have people come and read to them, because they enjoy it so much. You wouldn't believe how much they enjoy having you read to them.
Yeah. So I had a chance to go when Stephen was mayor. Stephen Denton was mayor.
Right.
And I went one time with him, and another time with him and Heath Jenkins, town manager. They went to read, and then another time Craig Judge Collins, at Victory Christian Academy. He did Read Across America, and I didn't know the kids at Kaiser, and then I think the other one was Springfield. I didn't know those kids very well, but at VCA I did Victory Christian Academy, where Craig was. So it was neat to see these kids and their personalities and how they reacted and responded.
Yeah,
so,
when they react to stuff, it's so funny.
Yeah, and they're just glued. They're glued in on you. So.
I got to tell you this quick little story. At the charter school last year, I tell the kindergartners when I'm coming up there, I see a cow walking down the road with a duck sitting on his back and a pig walking beside him. And some of them believe me and some of them like, nah. So what I did, I got a picture of a duck sitting on a cow and a pig walking down the road. So I took it back next time and I showed them. They're like,
see?
oh my goodness, it's real.
Where'd you get that picture from? Was it AI or was it real?
Oh, I made it.
You made it. I gotcha. Yeah.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
Yeah. the kids don't watch this. If you're a parent of one of those children, don't tell them.
Don't tell
them. Yeah,
because the new kids this year will learn about that.
Yeah. Jerry does like to make some interesting photos and stuff. Like when I ran for Soil and Water, I was I was outstanding
Being
in
in the
my field. And there I was outstanding in the field. Right? So, yeah. But anyway, that's pretty cool stuff. So, no plans. So you're adding more schools.
Wanting more schools.
How many more can you do, man? I mean, it's gonna be like a full-time job because these.
Well, I can read on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays,
Yep.
and I only read once a month, so I could add some more schools. I just send the principals my dates that I'm reading at the other schools, and then they
work around.
Work around. And so now too, hopefully in the fall, and I'll post it on Facebook. We'll have another library reading at Harper Park.
Right. Yep.
And my good friend Jim.
Is that twice a year you guys do that? Or
well,
three
we
times?
started it. It's usually been once, but when I talked to Miss Michelle, she said we might do it in the fall because it'll be cooler.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jim makes balloon animals for the kids, and I read, and Miss Michelle does dances and different stuff. It's really good. We had about 50 people last time. It was good.
Yeah. So that's at Harper Park.
That's at Harper Park.
Jim's a great guy. Michelle is awesome over at the library.
Yes,
so,
she is.
And you don't have to live in Stanley to bring your kids
to
that. You can come from.
Because when I post it, you come see us. We'd love to have you.
So we'll try to keep up with that and post that up. So I think what I'll do is put a link to your Facebook page.
Okay.
And that way people just can click on that and stay up with it. So, so Jerry's doing some pretty cool stuff out there, trying to build into others' lives. So listen, you can do this too. Two things you could do. If you are a teacher or a parent at a school, call Mr. Jerry. He would love to come and read to your kids, a daycare, preschool, or a public school or a private school or a charter school, either way. But also you could do that because what we do on The Greater Purpose is we try to encourage people to walk in their greater purpose, which we're going to encourage you to do right now. You could be the reader. Maybe you're watching this. Believe it or not, we have some people watching in Pakistan. Yeah. We have people watching from all over the country. So let's say you're in Texas right now. You can't call Mr. Jerry. He's not going to, well, you could fly him down. You'd go down and
I'd fly him.
So, but you could be Mr. Jerry. You could jump in and call up a couple of your schools if you got extra time and see if there's a way you could do that. It really encourages the kids. The teachers love it. It's just amazing all the way around. So it's really something that you can do that's not as demanding as a full-time job, but it could be if you keep adding schools.
But like Bill said, do it. You'll get so much enjoyment out of it, and your heart will be full because mine is overflowing. Because these kids, they love it, and the teachers appreciate it, and I really appreciate it.
Well, we talk about this many times here on The Greater Purpose, being a servant and serving. There's a little secret. Here's a little secret. It's a biblical. God will bless you. I'm telling you. So we're not doing it because we want to get back. We're doing it because we want to give. That's our heart. That's what we're giving from our heart. But the amazing thing is when you do that, God makes sure that it's returned.
He has blessed me by letting me do this because I'm telling you, I just get so much enjoyment out of it. Yep. Just to see their faces, that means the world to me.
Yep, that's amazing stuff. So, and you're building into their lives, so that's pretty cool. So, if you want to check his, we'll put a link up to Jerry's Facebook page so you can watch the Weatherman, the meteorologist.
That word,
meteorologist report. Weatherman report. Do you do them every day or every other day? Couple days, depends.
Weatherman. Yeah, about once a week.
Yeah.
Well, how I can tell
unless there's a storm or something.
I did one day. I did one by the railroad track.
Yes.
And I says, "Here's your Stanley Weatherman tracking your weather."
Yeah. So
how I can tell when a train comes by your house?
How?
Leaves its tracks.
Yeah. He's a comedian. He's a comedian.
Hey.
But anyway, we'll put the link up to Jerry's page so you can follow what he's doing with the Stanley Weatherman, but also on the reading things. And if you want to give him a call, if you're local, he'd be glad to come and read. Or if you just want to talk to him, give him shout out to him and say, hey, what do I need? Maybe you don't know what to do. Maybe you don't know who to call. Maybe you know how to get started on the reading thing. So it doesn't sound like that big of a deal. Maybe to somebody that's already doing it, but somebody who's not, they could take some pointers. Jerry would be glad to give you some pointers. So
and I have a Stanley Weatherman page, so you can go to that.
All right, we'll link that too
because I'm always looking for good folks because I like to post funny stuff on there. I'll be doing actually a forecast this weekend.
There you go. Funny stuff. So, and when there's like storms or interesting,
Right.
like I think I'm sure you did an eclipse thing or a hurricane thing or whatever, that kind of thing. So when that comes up, you'll see those. Also, stop by Food Lion and say hi to Jerry twice
a week.
Yep.
I work every Tuesday and Thursday morning, so stop by and see me. A lot of folks do.
Yep.
And
What times are you there?
7 to 12:30.
7 to 12:30.
And I have a lot of great customers come by and see me, and that means a lot.
Yep. Food Lion and Stanley, stop by and say hi. Give them a shout out. Let them know you're watching and supporting. Listen, the guys that come through here on the Greater Purpose Podcast are doing some amazing things. They've got ministries, they've got professions, they're in political life, they're in the community, they're doing amazing things. And everything we do on behalf of God and Jesus Christ,
Amen,
within our community is important. So all of it is, and to see kind of where you started and where you are now,
right? And
what, like you said, how it's exploded and it's just growing is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But that's what God does. So
yeah, and like Bill said, there's some amazing people on this podcast. I've met a lot of them. Eric Cheney's one, Bill, a few others. They're really good folks.
It's been totally great. We appreciate you supporting. Jerry, I want to thank you for being here. Listen, I see you all the time, so it's not like I'm not going to see you again. But we appreciate you sharing, liking, supporting the podcast. Leave us some comments. Click on the links that are in the description. Make sure you put the information out there so people can chime back in. And maybe one podcast is not one that appealed to whatever you wanted to listen to, but another one will. I guarantee you that. I had a gentleman yesterday who said he watched a certain particular podcast, a particular person he knew, and he was really inspired by that podcast. So we hope that you will do that. So anyway, anything you want to wrap up with? I'm sure you got a joke or something.
No. Well, it's probable. I can say probable, but I can't say.
Can you say aluminum?
Tenfold. But no, I've enjoyed being here, and like I said, these are great podcasts, and I love seeing them. So enjoy them, and come see me at Food Line, and go out there and read to the kids and do stuff for them, because they'll appreciate it. And I appreciate Bill Ward for letting me come on here and do this. Now I owe him $5.
That's right. I know he's got to. All right, Jerry, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being here for the podcast. Thanks again. Come back in. Also, by the way, we have different things going on during the week on the channel, so go to the TGP channel. Besides just the podcast, some of it's funny, some of it's interesting, some of it's weird. You just never know what'll happen. But come back again for the Greater Purpose Podcast every Monday. We drop it at 11, but you can watch it anytime after that. Thanks for being here. God bless.
Thank you, folks. God bless you.
Bye.